Okay, sixth grade. I hope you took the time to work through our investigate problems. And what I've done here is kind of worked out number one for you. And looking at number one, you wanted to break that bar into three pieces. And what they were looking for is how many miles did Travis drive in 1 hour. And each bar is going to be 1 hour. So what we had to do was, if you look over here, we took the total amount of miles and we divided it by 3. So when we did that, we did some long-term division here and we ended up with 43. So 43 is the amount of miles that he would drive in 1 hour. Okay, now taking a look at number two, we're going to be repeating kind of the same thing we did with number one. And if you notice, the whole entire bar is going to be $5.34. So what you needed to do was break that bar into 6 oranges or 6 blocks, and each one representing an orange. So if you look over here to the right, we took and did some longhand division again, and we took 5.34 and I move the decimal to the top because the decimal is going to be part of our answer. So you can kind of kick that decimal out of there and push it up top. And then we look at the 53 and we take and figure out how many times will 6 go into 53, or what's the closest I can get to 53 multiplying 6. And what we found out was that if I take an 8 times 6, it gives me a 48. So then I have a 5. Sorry, this should be a subtraction here, sorry. And then I have a 5 left over, and I bring that 4 down. So then we do 6 times what is going to get me 54? Well, in this case, it's 9 exactly. So we find out that 1 orange is going to cost us 89 cents. Okay, moving forward to number 3. Again, if you need a chance to rewrite, just hit the pause button and you can write your solutions down if you need to fix any of yours. We rinse and repeat with number 3. Okay, we're gonna break that bar down into 7 hours because we're looking at a total of 7 hours. Okay, and what they want to know is how many pages are being read in 1 hour. So again, we're gonna use division and we're gonna divide 7 into the 231, and we go through some longhand division here. Some of you might have used a calculator. It's good to practice your longhand division because that is a requirement. We do need to know how to do that. So we are going to spend some time this year focusing on longhand division. And we ended up with a result of 33. So at the end of 1 hour, Doug has read 33 pages. Okay, moving down to number 4, it's going to be a rinse and repeat the same way. This time we're going to break the bar into 4 different pieces because we have 4 vases. Okay, so if Mariah has a total of 72 flowers, we're going to divide that 72 flowers by the 4 vases so we can figure out how many flowers are going to go inside of one vase. And if you look at this equation over here, we took the 4 and divided it into the 72, did a little long-term division, and we ended up with 18. And we figured out that it takes 18 flowers to fit inside of one vase. Okay, number 5 worked a little bit different. They gave you all this change, okay? And if we look at that, we have 13 we have 13 dimes and we have 13 quarters. Okay, so you could go through here and you could circle each group, okay, because we have the equal amount of dimes to quarters. They're both the same number. There's going to be 1 dime and 1 quarter in each group, okay? And what they want to do is determine the cost per serving, okay? So what this is doing is kind of getting us ready for the next lesson when we're going to be looking at units, the cost of one, or a unit rate. So what you could do with this is you could circle each group, and they just want to know what one group is. And we know that a dime is 10 cents and a quarter is 25 cents. Okay? So what you need to do is just count up in your head. You could do this on paper. We know that if we have a dime and a quarter, because we are, maybe we're going out to the store shopping and we're buying candy or chips, we know that a quarter and a dime is going to be 35 cents. Okay? So after circling each group, we find out that one group is 35 cents. Okay? Now, kind of closing up the lesson, they leave us with a couple of questions and they ask us, how does dividing the coins into equal groups help solve the problem? And that's kind of like what we're going to learn in the next lesson. It gives us a unit rate or a unit cost, okay? And that's something we'll cover in lesson 3. And what that is just saying, how much does it cost for one? So for one thing, how much does one thing cost? Okay? And for justified conclusions, the question is the comparison of miles to hours in activity 1 is 14:2 for our ratio. And then we simplified and we reduced it to 7:1. So how is simplifying similar to division? Well, because we are dividing by a common factor. And that common factor that'll get us to the lowest, simplest term, we use the GCF. Okay, and that's what we used in lesson 1. So the good thing about this is everything that we do from lesson 1 and 2 is going to connect with lesson 3. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or message me on Google. All right, thank you. Have a good afternoon.